It's Skip from Skip's Messy Workbench, and I haven't posted a video in probably about a month, maybe a little over a month. One, I have not been at the bench often lately, just a lot of other things going on, but also I've been in a learning curve and research type mode. So before I swing the camera over to the bench and just show you a few little things that I've been doing, the one thing I've been spending a lot of time on is my website. And it's because my website at this current time, and I mean right now it's not very cell phone friendly. When I was designing the site and when I built the site, I wasn't thinking about people looking at it using a cell phone. Well, that's stupid of me to think that, right? Most people just grab their cell phones and look, or their pads or whatever. So, I've built websites in the past for myself and for others, and I hard code everything. It's not like I use anything like WordPress or anything like that. Anyway, I had a steep learning curve to come up about how to make the site cell phone friendly. So I'm pretty much at the top of that curve now. I think I'm okay, and I've got most of my website updated to be cell phone friendly. However, it is not live yet. It probably will not be going live for maybe another couple of weeks, and today is November the I don't know, 16th, I think, somewhere around there. It's a Saturday, I know that. So it should be going live, like I said, right around Thanksgiving or shortly after Thanksgiving of this year. And it's 2024. Anyway, so I've been spending a lot of time doing that. But I've also been doing a lot of research and on a learning curve for the electronics that I want to add to my B9 robot project. That's the Lost in Space B9 robot. And I've got other videos on that showing you like the lights that I'll be putting in the chest area, and you've seen all that stuff before. I've got some videos for the lighting that I'm putting in the brain area of it. However, I have been focusing on the tread movement and also the rotation of the torso and how I plan to do that and yet fit it all inside the robot. I really would like to make it a self-standing robot with a remote control to control it. I'm hoping that's what I can do, and there's my learning curve. Controlling a motor is no big deal. Turning LEDs on and off, no big deal. But doing the radio remote control type thing, big deal. I've never done it before, at least not at the hobby level. I've done it in industry with, programmable logic controllers and the industrial controls. It's all pretty much cookie cutter there. You still have to know something about it. But that was easy. This is a little more difficult. For one thing, finding the information on the components. Anyway, I'm rambling. But that's where I'm at on the B9 robot. I have done nothing on the USAC build since my last video, other than noodles going around inside my head on it. I'm hoping to sit down and start actually doing some stuff on that build soon. Before you know it, the end date's going to be here. Time just flies on by. All right. So let me show you a little bit of what I'm kind of doing. It's static right now. There's nothing going to be working and nothing's actually going to be wired. So let me just show you some of the things at the bench area. So I'm going to pause you a little bit. It'll only be a second or two for you because I want to turn the camera. Okay, you don't realize this because it's only been a second for you, but I just had a Rube Goldberg occur on my bench. if you don't know what a Rube Goldberg is, look it up on the internet. It's one of those things where the, you know, you trigger one event and it triggers another and another and another and another, and they're just useless machines. But I moved my camera and then my monitor on the wall fell, and anyway, I had a catastrophe here, and nothing got broke, I don't think. So anyway, that's what I get for having such a messed up workbench. But you know, I see videos from other guys and yours isn't a lot better. Sorry, I still love yous all. Anyway, you can see here that this is an Arduino microcontroller, and I'm not using the Arduino, this Arduino. I'm using it during my testing, but what's wired to it here right now is this little guy, and this is a RF receiver transmitter. And my plan is to have one of these inside the robot and one of them in a handheld type remote, so I could send signals from the remote to the robot to control, you know, the motors, the direction, the speed, the torso, and do other things with it. So that's a steep learning curve trying to get this to work. And I've tried several pieces of code I found online, and they work, they don't work. So I'm not happy with it yet. So I've been doing a lot of work with this guy here, and hopefully I can get something like this to work. Now, I'm not going to be using our Arduino itself because it's too big to fit inside the Arduino, I'm sorry, inside the B9, because I need more than one. These only have about anywhere between 15 and 20 some input outputs on it, and I need more than that. I'm going to be using the Arduino Nano. Now that's just this part of it right here. This is a Nano. It does exactly the same thing as the Arduino I just showed you. The deal is that I've never used a Nano before, so I'm working with the current capabilities of this guy, and do I need anything else outside of this, like to control the motors, which I'm sure I will, because of the higher currents on motors. Anyway, so that's what I'm actually going to be using, and I can fit 3 or 4 of these guys, and they're cheap. I mean, I bought a 6-pack for I think $20 some of these guys. So they came with this USB cable. So you know, they're cheap. It's just that you got to understand C code to do that, and again, they're easy. Really, anybody can learn them with the desire. Anyway, I'm rambling again. So that's what I planned there. So I've been working a lot on getting the receiver transmitters to do what I want them to do. I haven't gotten there yet. That's a steep learning curve for me. The other thing that I've done was I've decided that the motors that I originally chose were not probably the best choice, mainly because of size. And let me get one here. I think I have one handy. Yeah, I do. I just gotta, I'm gonna have another Rube Goldberg here if I don't watch myself. But the motor that I had originally selected was that yellow thing that just came in front of the camera. And it would be okay. It fits in to the robot tread areas. And this is one of the results of my Rube Goldberg. This came apart. Let me get this thing back together again if I can. This is fun. Let me take that off of there. That goes there, that goes there, that goes here. Anyway, it actually does fit inside of here when the two halves are open. So that was my original intent to do that. However, I found these. These are tiny little gear motors, and they're 6-volt DC, which is great. That's what this is. You can see the difference in size. These will definitely benefit me a lot for space sizing, and they only run on 6 volts, so that's good, because the whole thing is going to probably run on 5 to 6 volts, and so they'll fit much easier. I just have to now experiment a little bit with the torque ratios to find out whether they're going to be strong enough to actually drive the robot, but I'm hoping they will be. So that's another thing I've been working on. And the other thing then is, instead of using like an RF radio control, I found these guys. These guys here are Bluetooth controllers. And maybe I can put one of these in the robot instead of the one I just showed you, and this then would operate from a cell phone app. And there is and I haven't tried these yet, but I've watched some videos on them, and there's a cell phone app that you can download and program the app then that has built-in buttons that you can do things with. So I'm at that point too where I'm researching that, and I just love this stuff. This is really fun stuff for me. So, I mean, that's what I'm up to. That's what I've been up to, actually. And, you know, it's fun. I don't get as much time on the bench as I would like to get, but hey, it is what it is. We do what we can when we can. Anyway, so that's all I wanted to do was provide an update as to what's going on, and you know, as I pan up here, you can see I have parts laying around here that just are just sitting around here, and because I've been working on so many different things when I am at the bench that well, I got to get better at cleaning up. But then again, the name of my channel is Skip's Messy Workbench, so I plan to have more Rube Goldbergs. Anyway, guys, I wanted to give you that update. Thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Hey, I'd really like if you give me a good old thumbs up. You know, hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. I want to thank all my subscribers. You guys and gals are absolutely the best. You're absolutely the best. This is this model building community on YouTube, and actually I'm on Rumble also, so I'll include you guys on Rumble. You guys are the absolute best. I love the community. I love each and every one of you. So thanks again for putting up with me. Thanks for watching my ridiculous videos. Thank you for everything. thank you. Again, give me that like. The algorithm likes it. You know, it helps spread the hobby. So even if you don't like what I'm doing, you hit that like button, and it leads people to other places too. Anyway, I'm gonna ramble. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.